Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Saturday, which means it's time for another Nozz Watch His Shield Hero, because I am late. Let's go! In the last episode, well, some stuff happened. Like, for example, Raftalia is now at a, well, they got Philo back, except Philo is now a little budgerigar, and Raftalia is in a weird snow mansion of some kind. And they also did a bunch of crime. And by crime, I mean fraud. And by fraud, I mean basically standard everyday sales practices. But, hey, it's still good and it's still fun. Oh, boy. And by fun, I mean not as good as Season 1. But let's get in here. I have a migraine, and I'm hoping that it goes away. So let's get in here before it comes back, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, and go! Oh boy. Oh boy, this can only go well. Something about like feudal Japanese prisons. Is like he's just on some shit. Like the fact that like Japanese prisons were like entirely made out of fucking wood and basically paper. Honestly, is like the most like thing. Cause like compare it to like a European dungeon, right? Stone and steel. And then like Japanese is like, ah yes, Tommy mats and wood. You fucking bitches! How the fuck did you dumbasses get caught? Bruh! They got fucking captured and bound by a fucking nerd with a book. Oh my. Why do they suck so much? Kyo's not even that strong! Like, explicitly! In order to make this a fair fight, the story had to take away Raftalia and Naofumi's fucking levels, my guy! The fuck? But yeah, so context, I'm recording this right after the, Final Fantasy Origins stream that happened the day before. Turns out, like, a game with a lot of bright flashing lights and a really unstable frame rate, really good at giving you a fucking migraine when you play it for 4 hours straight. I'm gonna sleep like a fucking brick tonight. Like, not gonna lie, like, this... So it's gotten better since the Turtle arc ended, but, like, the longer the season goes on, the more I'm just very confused. I'm very confused, like, because it really feels like the first season was a fucking fluke, you know what I mean? And just like, why is Raftalia still a demi-human? Like, Philo's race doesn't exist here, so she got turned into a fucking budgerigar. Why is Raftalia not turned into a fucking elf or some shit, you know? Also, if this cage sucks away your power, shouldn't this be slowly killing glass? Because, like, when spirits run out of mana, they die, right? That's the gimmick? Okay, why do you want to return it? Your goal is to kill Raftalia's world! The storytelling is so fucking inconsistent, my god. Holy shit. Didn't look that hard for her then, did you? Kind of a shitty friend then, aren't you? The prison of This is dumb. Like, why has this world got so many places that are literally designed as prisons? This is kind of silly. I don't know. It's like, is it like... like, I understand, like, this is a different world, so, like, the rules are different and all that, but, like... this world seems a lot more video gamey than the world, like, that we started in, you know? The world we started in, like... How did she... How did... How did Raftalia even cast a spell? Why establish rules for a prison if you're just going to ignore those rules? The more you use your power, the more you get drained. I know, I'll use my power to escape. Like, fuck off. Like, unless the explanation is because it's magic that doesn't exist in this world, the prison doesn't recognize it, but that's still a fucking ass pull, my god. Oh boy, I can't believe it. It's time for a level grinding arc. Let's go. Time to farm balloons for the next 20 minutes. She's the gem hero. She's the gem hero, my guy. Of course they're able to she's able to just fucking conjure fucking gems. I'm not that hungry, she says, as she eats like 17 people full of fucking rice. you'd think, like, the gem hero would probably have the easiest time. Fuck it, the gem hero, fuck it. You think that the gem hero would have, like, an easier time fucking, like, dealing with money, because you can just make gems, right? Oh, they're gonna. Alright, Raftalia, you're doing good. You're bankrupting the vassal heroes. Good. Now they won't have enough money to kill your world. I can't wait until this arc is over and they go back to fucking killing each other. That's gonna be fucking great. Like, they're gonna do whatever the fuck they came here to do. Which I think is just kill Kyo and get the spirit turtle energy back. And then they'll be like, alright everybody, we're done with our red phantom shit. Oh, by the way, fucking shank. Katana vassal weapon? Why was the katana vassal weapon not the first one to go out? Probably because Locke is from another, a country that's... He's from a country that's at war with this one, probably, I imagine. His name... His name is vaguely French, and this is meaning that he probably comes from a different country. What if Raftalia got the vassal weapon? Like, what if fucking Raftalia fucking just drew the weapon? How fucking funny would that be? Just take it back with her to her home universe. How silly would that be, though? How silly would that be if Raftalia was actually able to draw it? Holy shit. Oh, fuck off! Oh, fuck off! You fucking bitch! And she's no... And away it goes. Okay, then. Oh my god, I am... How did I fucking know? How did I fucking know that that's... They fucking... They just made Raftalia a fucking... 'Cause you're a hero, dipshit! And of course it gives her a power boost, so hey, there we go. Okay then. So the vassal weapons They tell their heroes what to do, right? Meaning, Raftalia now has to murder her fucking homeland. Raftalia has to fucking murder her fucking home world now. Unless they find some way to fucking, like, make that not a thing. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh no, she just puts the head pats. No. Oh, that's mean. Can't fucking do that to me, show. Ooh. Wait, but she can use the hourglass now. So what happens when they take the fucking if you take the fucking like vassal weapon out of the world that made it? Doesn't that become a problem? I don't know about that one. Of course this is what they fucking do. So does it thing not come with a sheath? Like, having that thing clattering around at your side is probably gonna be a bit of an issue. Yeah, maybe because you're not wearing a fucking Haori that's half your fucking size. Well, not Haori, fucking kimono, whatever. My brain hurts, alright? Leave me alone. Ugh. Ah, yes! Generic anime boy! Alright, here we go. Bruh. My guy, do you not understand how these fucking weapons work? Oh my god. Like, this guy wanted this fucking weapon this whole time, but he doesn't fucking understand how the fucking mechanics work? Oh, he's a spirit? Oh. Okay, so they've got their own fucking spirit tortoise. And so why'd they have to go to Raftalia's world then? Also, they're using slave crests on their fucking spirit animals. What the fuck? Oh my god. I am. they really couldn't fucking help themselves, could they? They had a world. They had a vaguely European fucking aesthetic to it. And the moment they had a chance, they're like, alright, we're gonna send them to feudal Japan and just make a fucking Kurosawa movie. Alright, off we go. And as he just tries to run after her, he just fucking explodes. What's with the fucking saxophone? What the fuck? Hey, it's Philo. No. Alright, come on. Deus Ex Machina time, come on. Or Deus Ex Naofumi time. How lucky that Naofumi was just like right there, right? Like this entire time, Naofumi has been looking. This whole time, Naofumi's been looking for her. Just the bullshit at the katana shrine. Everyone looking for her. Her blowing up the prison. Naofumi was just sitting back, being like, "Hang on a minute, guys. Let's see what she does. Hang on a minute. She's gonna do something stupid. Hang on." Ugh. Ugh. Be a dad today. Unfortunately, Raftalia, you now need to kill your home, so I mean, unfortunate, really. That means you're useless to me. Get out of here. Oh, boy. Bruh. Bruh. Alright, okay. How did I fucking know it would happen? How did I fucking know? My god. Okay, I need to stop joking about shit because it just happens. Alright. Well, I will say at the very least, this is at least more interesting than the Spirit Turtle. Like, to a grand degree, it is actually really, really a lot more interesting than the Spirit Turtle, and they're doing some stuff that is actually interesting. But it's still, it's still got, like, some issues that I'm just like, but why, though? You know what I mean? Like, all this weeb shit, like, I don't know, like they have yet to justify going to a whole nother world and throwing out their entire supporting cast. Like, I don't know, but at the very least, they're doing more with it now, and they're actually adding some interesting gimmicks. It's like an interesting potential twist that I really hope they come off on. So as much as like the feudal Japanese thing is kind of dull, because it's like, and I will admit there is maybe a little bit of bias here because I mean, I have a lot more of a connection to like feudal European than feudal Japanese. So maybe there's a little bit of cultural bias there, but like feudal Japan is just so overdone in anime, and it's something that like they as a culture like just know off the top of their head. You know what I mean? Versus like feudal Europe is something that they don't really have like that first-hand account of, that first-hand like cultural influence. So it's like, let's see how they misinterpret something or don't understand something, so filter it through their own lens. And that's what makes Mellow Remark and like a lot of the other shit a lot more interesting, because it's like it's a matriarchal kingdom that was undergoing a succession crisis. That's really interesting to me, because that is something that fucking probably could fucking happen in feudal Europe. And it has all these rules and regulations and like traditions and shit that the Japanese would not have any fucking context for. So filter that through their lens and you get a whole new culture that's a lot more interesting. Feudal Japan is just feudal Japan. Like if a European writer was doing a feudal Japan-based world, then you'd have this. I'd be saying the same thing. They should stick to feudal Japan instead of feudal Europe, because they've got to filter it through their own perspective, and that creates something new. But despite my misgivings about the change in setting, at the very least, it's better than the fucking Spirit Turtle. Like, seeing Raftalia and the other vassal heroes kind of, like, vibe for a bit was actually pretty interesting. And humanizing them is something I'm not sure if it's going to work well, because it's going that, like, these are people that they don't want to commit mass genocide, but they kind of have to. And that's kind of an issue. That's kind of a problem. I don't know about that one, you know? It's like, oh man, like, Glass wants to do tailoring, and like, and the fucking gem girl's got, you know, like a jewelry kind of thing going on, and Locke is Locke, I guess. And it's like, okay, well, we've still got to fucking murder them by the end of the fucking series. Like, I mean, how else do you fucking solve this? Like, no other solution has been proposed. So, like, you know, like, it's interesting to see kind of, like, them trying to be helpful, even if it's a little confusing, because they've got to kill Raftalia's world. So why are they trying to help it? Or has something changed? I don't know, it's a little sussy, that one. It's a little sussy. Like, Raftalia's fight scene with the katana weapon was actually pretty cool, I will say that. Like, I'll make the joke, like, oh no, they just turned it into a fucking Kurosawa movie, but people ape Kurosawa movies for a fucking reasons, because they're fucking good. They're fucking cool. So, you know, like, it's, yeah, whatever. I'll accept it. It's fine. It's good. It's interesting. Like, generally, I will say that this is a better fucking season a better fucking arc than the first arc this season. Like, it's interesting, we've got personal growth with Raftalia, we've got, like, a bunch of stuff, but there's still, like, a bunch of little things that just really do not fucking work. Like, just, like, rules that have been made and then immediately fucking ignored. And, like, the Prison of Draining, it really does feel like they wanted to get out of that situation as quickly as possible without actually setting it up. It's like, alright, you're in a jail cell. The jail cell will drain your power the more you use your power. How are you gonna get out? I'm gonna use my power. Okay. Like, it feels like in a D&D campaign where, like, the players get themselves into a situation and it's like the DM's like, alright, this should last about 5 minutes of the session. Okay, they'll get to the dragon fight at the end, and, you know, we'll be able to move on. And then they spend, like, 10 minutes in the prison. You're like, oh, fuck me. And the mage goes, I cast Fireball on the door. You're in a fucking anti-magic field. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fireball on the door. Okay, roll Arcana. Okay, you got a 15. Okay, yeah, sure, you fucking brute force your way past the count for the anti-magic field. Fucking do it. I don't give a shit. Like, you know what it feels like? It feels like they're in a situation that the series does, the anime does not give a fuck about, and it wants to get to the good bit. So it just lets them brute force through it without. But like the thing is, it feels cheap. It feels bad. It's something that something that a bored DM does when their players are being shit. I don't know. It's just really. I don't know. Like, just the montage with Raftalia hanging out with them is pretty good. Raftalia getting the katana weapon is interesting, because it's not bad, but it also has a lot of, like, implications that I'm afraid of, right? So, okay. So, Raftalia being ascended to basically now Fumi's level is good, because it makes her more of an equal partner in the story, and it gives her more of that agency that I was talking about last time. It allows her to make her own decisions. She's no longer bound as a slave, despite the fact that slavery wasn't really that big of an issue in the universe. But it does give her more agency, so that's fine. That's good. I'm a fan of that. And it allows her to be a stronger character. My concern is that it poses a question that I don't know if the show is going to be willing or able to actually answer, and that is, what happens now with Raftalia's goals? Because Arc, Glass, and Teresa, is that her fucking name? Their whole thing so far has been, oh yeah, we don't want to kill your world, but our vassal weapons are making us do it. Okay, so that means the vassal weapons are able to force objectives onto their bearers. Okay, understandable. But we've also seen that Kyo is able to resist that, but it's also made him unhinged. So is this gonna be a thing where, like, Raftalia's gonna have to fucking pass, like, wisdom saves to avoid being fucking, like, pitted against Naofumi in the future? Or are they gonna ignore it? Is there a curse associated with it that's going to have to be broken? Is Raftalia going to have to convince the vassal weapon to come home with her? Like, is she going to wind up leaving it behind when they go? Like, is Raftalia a member of this world now? Is she a member of her home world? Like, did Raftalia just get fucking team scrambled by fucking announcer TF2? Like, the fuck? Like, it's a bunch of questions that this season so far has left me wondering whether or not the show is going to be able to actually fucking answer them. And that does pose a bit of a problem. I don't know. This could be an issue. It's good. It's not bad. It's not amazing. It is good. It is interesting, and it poses a lot of questions. But the issue is the show going to be able to answer those questions? Is the show even going to want to answer those questions? God, I fucking hope so. But the show is already in a hole, but it just keeps asking for more shovels. It's broken off 3 fucking shovels digging this hole. And it keeps asking for more shovels. And the universe keeps throwing it more shovels. Like, eventually they're gonna get to a fucking full-on excavator. You know what I mean? But, hey, at the very least, the show is a lot more interesting now. And while it hasn't ascended to the level that the first season was, at the very least, we've ascended beyond the fucking first arc of this season. And we've actually got some interesting pathos. We've got like Raftalia doing her thing, and while I'm not a giant fan of this whole basically red phantom fucking shit, at the very least, shit's happening, and it can only really go up from here, even as we're reaching the halfway point of the season. But hey, at the very least, if they pull it back, at the end and it gets like to the level we want, then they're basically guaranteed a third season, right? Unless they've already been told that no, you don't get a third season, and that's why the first arc has been so shitty and why they've basically been going off the fucking rails into fanfic. But hey, let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments. Like, what do you think is happening? Like, if you've read the light novel, like, is this more or less on track now? Are we still in fanfic territory? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have hope. I have hope, but I don't know if that's just me trying to be optimistic. But yeah, let me know what you thought down there in the comments. Whether you like this episode, you dislike this episode, if you know where this is going, if you like where this seems to be going. Let me know. I'm gonna edit this and then I'm gonna go to bed because whoa. My brain hurts. Oh my god. But hopefully I was at least coherent enough for you guys to enjoy this episode with me. But yeah, as always, I am Nozzy the Goblin, and if you want more content from me, I am going to be streaming today at much later. It's going to be around 10:45. Me and Fiona, we've been doing a Let's Watch of the Kenobi series so far. That's been pretty entertaining. We've got the first 2 episodes done. We're doing episodes 3 and 4 this week. And that's going to be a drinking stream, so we're going to be getting a little bit crunk. So hey, hopefully I'll see you guys there, and if not, maybe I'll see you on the VOD. And that should be pretty good. Or at least should be entertaining. But yeah, as always, I'll see you in the next video. If you want to support the channel, you can always do so via Patreon, Stream Elements, YouTube memberships, all that good shit. Link down there in the description. But just you being here and hitting the like and maybe sharing the video with your friends, that's good enough. Yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Most probably I'll become a goblin today. And I will see you around the